Hello, girls, guys, or otherwise. This is Rich with your Tarot Talk Tuesday. Let me go ahead and do some of the particulars here. Getting myself settled while I'm hitting the mics. I seem like I'm out of practice. Anyway, this week we are going through the Eight of Wands. Still wanting to say swords, but we are going through the Eight of Wands. And I will say that this is the simplest card in the entirety of the 78 cards of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. It doesn't mean that it's lacking in its capability of giving meaning and whatnot, but I didn't circle things and all that. There's not a lot to talk about because there's not a lot to visualize. I would say it's this one and the Three of Swords that are probably the least complex in terms of the visualizations. So, with all that being said, I'm sorry. I have jelly fur all over my face. And if this freaking... And I got jelly fur in my mouth. Hold on. There we go. My computer, for some reason, because it is a Microsoft computer, has like Microsoft something games or whatever on it. As far as like, free trial and this and that. And I get these pop-ups all the stinking time, and I wish I could stop them. I don't know how to stop that, but anyway, let me go through the particulars here real quick. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right over here. Hit that bell notification so YouTube might notify you in case of a new upload. Not sure if that ever really works because I'm still not notified whenever certain people go live. Yeah. Anyway, hit that thumbs up if you like these videos, hit that thumbs down if you dislike these videos. Either way, always leave a comment letting me know what you like or don't like, what you agree or don't agree with on these videos. All that appeases the algorithmic gods of YouTube. All hail the algorithmic gods of YouTube. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get on into this as per usual for our Tarot Talk Tuesdays, where we're going over a deck in the card in one of the most famous decks, the Rider-Waite-Smith, artwork by Pamela Coleman Smith. Let's bring up the pictorial key of the tarot, written by A.E. Waite. So this is what would have been your guide, your big white book, I guess. This would be your guidebook. He writes, "The card represents motion through the immovable, a flight of wands through an open country. But they draw to the term of their course. That which they signify is at hand. It may be even on the threshold." Okay. I can give you that. That's a accurate description of the picture at hand. Divinatory meanings. Let's see how much we agree with him here. Activity in undertakings. The path of such activity, swiftness, as that of an express messenger. Great haste, great hope, speed towards an end which promises assured felicity. We don't often use that word nowadays. Felicity. Generally, that which is on the move. Also the arrows of love, reversed. Arrows of jealousy. Internal dispute, stringing of consequence, or stringings of consequence. Wow. Quarrels and domestic disputes for persons who are married. Okay. I'm getting tongue-tied towards the end there. We're just going to ignore that. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of his divinatory meanings a lot of the time. I'd say the vast majority of the time. And this time is no exception. Now, he does hit certain parts on this, which I do agree with. However, usually towards the end, he starts veering off into no. Anyway, let's go ahead and get that gone. Let's take a look, take a gander. If I can, come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Whoop, there. Okay. So let's take a look at this card. Because, like I said, we don't have a whole lot that is going on with this card. We have 8 wands that... 8 wands that are all coming down at an angle, all that stuff. Not really anything to write home about. Not really anything that, you know, has a lot of background and whatnot. The upright is about the swiftness and the movement. Remember with the... Here, let's see if I can pull it up here real quick. Remember with the last card that we did, we had... Wow. That big. We had a lot of confrontation here. And this is, yeah, this is one that I have circled. We had a lot of confrontation here. We had somebody battling it out with others below and whatnot. So, yeah. So we have that situation there. We are past that situation. Let's bring this back up. Way too big there. There we go. Okay. So we are past that situation. We are in the movement stage. What had been stalling us at the time, the little quarrels and whatnot, those times are past us. This time, everything is just, whew, or in your case, whew, that way. Everything is moving on. And notice how they're pointing towards the future. They are, and I keep on going like this because, you know, things are reversed on my side, I guess. I didn't really ever think of this. But anyway, the angle that they're going, it's going towards the future, even though it's a descent and not an ascension into the clouds or whatnot. You know, it is going downhill, but it's going towards the future. And, you know, what they say about things that start going downhill, that gain momentum along the way. So this card is all about the movement, the rush, or the rush of energy that you get to get your project done. This is the card that will come up whenever it is a clear sign of, yes, go do this thing that you are trying to do. This thing that you have all the plans marked out for. This is the card that is telling you it is time to do that thing. It is time to do the step-by-step process to get to that spot. Don't lose focus. Stay on the pathway to your destination, as these are. These are going to clearly stay on this path in a straight line until it reaches their destination, which would be the ground. So this is the card that tells you, you know, let's use an example. Let's say for the YouTube year of content that I'm doing here. If I got this card, it would be that, okay, you have the plans, you have everything set out, you know which videos you're doing for the first like 3-4 months, which I kind of did, more or less. You have these things mapped out as to which one you need to do on which day, so you're not late on uploading, and that you have them done, you know, a month or 2 or 3 ahead of time, which didn't happen. You have all these things in place. This card here would tell me, you know, now is the time to get it. You're going to have these rushes of inspiration where you can get in front of the computer or in front of the camera, and you can spout off, you know, all 78 cards, and you can do videos for all 78 of those cards, and you can get them edited and uploaded at your leisure, all that good stuff. And yeah, this would be the card that would tell you, don't lose focus, keep on where you're at, on the heading that you are on, in order to get done the things that you need to get done in order to achieve your goals. Now, we do have the pretty much the opposite, of this whenever we are looking at the reversal. Whenever we're looking at the reversal, this is the one that says, now is not the time. Now is not the time to start undertaking all these video projects, and you really need to have a moment where you sit back and you think about, you know, how exactly you want to do all these things. Plan a little bit more ahead. Plan, period. Maybe you haven't been doing a planner and you haven't been pre-planning all of the steps that you have to do. And this is the card that's going to tell you in reversal that you need to plan ahead of time before you start doing this. This is the card that's also going to tell you, hey, maybe you have too many things going on at once, and maybe you should be, you know, not really paying attention to this as much, because you know what? You're going to get distracted easily, and you're going to go and you're going to do this or that or something else. You know, this is the card that tells you to take it easy for a second. You know, sit back, relax for a minute, do a little extra planning, stay a little bit hands off of the project for now. So that's what this card would signify to me. Now, like I said, we don't have a lot that we can go off of, that we can really delve into, but a couple of things that I would delve into is down here, because we don't have a lot of area to look at besides down here. But down here, you have a river. Notice that the river is not rippled or anything like that. It's not really a rushing river. It's calm, it's tranquil, it is flowing as it needs to, as it is supposed to. It is also giving life to all this greenery around it. And probably also that little tiny castle up on that hill. It's sustaining all of these things, and with the proper planning and the proper amount of focus, you too can have the same sort of situation where you're sitting there and, you know, you're planning it, you know, how do I want to say this? Your planning will pay off because you planned ahead of time, and you know, you will see the fruits of your labor growing around you and multiplying exponentially because you have planned ahead of time and that you've kept that focus throughout the course and whatnot. So, you know, the river kind of reflects us if we do what this card is calling us to do. Maintain your focus, you know, work hard at it, you know, do the steps one at a time. The things that you need to do one at a time, you need to do one at a time. Don't get distracted. Keep your head down. Do the things, and you will have the fruitful, the fruitful. Oh, geez, the fruitful multiplication of your efforts here, as or the nourishment from your efforts here, as seen by the green grass. I am starting to stumble over my own words. So, with that, at 14 minutes, which I think it might be a record for me for one of these videos, I think I'm going to leave it there. So, join me. Whoops. Excuse me. Discard. Okay, well, I don't care. Jeez, I'm trying to get rid of the stinking picture. Anyway, with all that being said, join me tomorrow for our Witchy Wednesday. We are doing cleansing and of yourself and of your space. As you can see from behind me, I haven't really gotten to cleansing my space or cleaning my space since I've been moving all these boxes around and everything. I have not been in this room since last week whenever I made the the what you call it, the Witchy Book Club series, that one. And if you're not joining me for that one, we're taking inspiration from that one to do this series of, ritual and whatnot. So, join me tomorrow for the cleansing of self and space. And until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye bye.